In tonight's heart of Acadiana, it was 50 years ago today that Eastern Airlines Flight 66 took off from New Orleans and crashed upon landing at New York's JFK Airport. 113 people were killed, including a young family with ties to St. Landry Parish. News 15's Scott Brasdo was with family members today as they remembered their loved ones.
June 24th, 1975, 50 years ago. You've got a plane departing from New Orleans. It's headed to New York. The plane crashes. 124 people on board, 113 people die. Among those on board, Specialist E-5 Charles Jenkins of the U.S. Army and of Acadiana.
The plane went down. Right now it's a scene of incredible devastation. It's just off the end of the runway at JFK.
It was horrible, very horrible to accept that we lost the whole family in one blink of an eye.
Even at the age of 24, Sergeant Charles Jenkins was an Army veteran, and in early 1975, he had decided to make the military his career.
He knew the sacrifices of going to the military, but his whole family, that's the part that just,
The plan on that day was to fly with his wife and 2 children from New Orleans to New York, and then to their new home in Germany.
And now the grim job of finding and counting the bodies and identifying bodies goes on here.
Eastern Flight 66 and the Jenkins family never made it to Germany. A major thunderstorm hit New York City, bringing with it a severe microburst that caused even more severe wind shear. The plane crashed upon landing, and 113 of the 124 people on board were killed. What does an 11-year-old little brother remember about this, about his brother's death?
All sadness and all through the house, why? You know what I'm saying?
But on this day, 6/24/25, it was a small gathering of family and friends, a gathering to remember and honor a son, a husband, a father who died way too soon.
We're here today to celebrate his 50th anniversary of him going home to Jesus.
It's a celebration of his sacrifice.
Charles Jenkins is buried alongside his parents, his late brother Curtis, and of course his wife and his 2 children. In Lawtell with videographer Alex Folk, Scott Brasda, News 15.